world all about parenting. Today we are going to see another very important topic in this fast-paced era because learning to interact with people is very important. With this aspect, we are giving focus on how to teach our children good manners and etiquettes. So as parents, we need to teach them how to interact well with people, how to be respectful and develop social skills. We can use any opportunities like having meal together or going for a family trip or having a grocery purchase. We can inculcate the habits or good manners and etiquettes by interacting and insisting when you're getting an opportunity. Because we are focusing in childhood itself, this becomes a habit for them in the later adolescence, later till the last breath in this world. We can produce or create good human beings. Here are some tips we can take in care while taking care of our children. So if we see our children, first and foremost thing as parents, what we can do is be a role model what my child want to be. It's always good to practice than to preach. And when they do the work or when we model, there is nothing to talk. The children just copy it. And when they copy the behaviors what we want our children to do it, just appreciate them. Another occasion where the manners play an important role is the table time or having dining together. Teaching them the dining table etiquettes are very important. If you see, we need to teach them the importance of washing the hands and if you want face and mouth before having food and after having food is very important. And when they sit together, we need to understand there should be a space between the fellow people, that is dad, mom, siblings, friends or family sitting next to them. There should be an adequate space between these chairs what we are going to have food. Then if they're using the spoons and forks in that particular culture, we can tell them how to use it. Otherwise in Indian culture we always go with hands. So it will be good when a preschooler starts eating without messing much. If they start eating, well and good. And it will be good to teach them to chew while chewing the food. They should close the mouth, not the opening the mouth and chew in front of everyone. This is some of the things. And another thing what we can focus is do not talk when the mouth is full of food. Once they eat the food, they can start having the conversation. And it's quite common that children sneeze while they eat, and while they sneeze they spill all around the dining table or people sitting next to them. Help them to use a napkin or close the mouth while they eat food so that it will not spill anywhere. So these are some of the table manners that we can insist while they are having their food. Now the important topic is very important for new day trended parents is avoid any kind of gadgets on the dining table or avoid toys, so that this will help us to have concentration on the food and we can talk to each other. Understand, younger children take longer time to eat. So my Keith and Enoch always says, how are you eating very fast? So I always tell them, look at your food and eat that, looking and talking and wasting your time on anything else. So this way we can help them to concentrate more on the food so that they can increase the space of having their food. Also, when the child is growing up, we need to insist them to take out the stuff or help us to move out or clean the dining table and clean the table. So these are a good quality we can insist in our children so that when they move out of the house or be in a social setup with the friends, they will find to be more responsible. And whatever manners or etiquettes we are explaining to them, it will be good for them to understand than simply telling the lines. If I say that close the mouth while you eat food, while you chew, I don't want anyone to see what you're eating inside the mouth. That's not a good thing. Or making sound and eating. This way, if you explain, it will be good. Never forget to appreciate them whenever they copy it and when they continuously practicing a good habit. Always remind them to use courtesy words like thank you, please, can I, may I. This way the way they talk, the raw talk can be made little more polite. So these are some of the important points on the table, as well as the basic when we talk. Another important thing is the phone etiquettes, what we can inculcate in children. It is very common our children cut the calls if they use the mobile phones either for cartoons or playing some games. So we need to insist as parents that do not cut the calls. And when they start attending the calls, it will be good they talk in a better way. May I know who are you? Than asking who are you? So mama is out from this place. What message shall I pass? So this way it will be good than the child being rude. The other person or the other person on the other side of the phone also feel better that the kids are responding in a better way on the phone calls, because phone calls are very important, and social media or children using the phone of the parents is also very common now. Next, understanding what we need to have is the sportsman spirit, what they have. Whatever sports they are in or games what they are in, if they get first rank, there is nothing to boast and show that I got first and you lose the game. Don't tease anyone else, because this kind of character is very common in adults. So understand, you're inculcating this kind of good manners will help them to improve in the later life. Now the important point is how much of a good the parents are teaching them with manners and etiquettes. When they go to the friend circle and when they see that mannerless people actually, or people without any kind of manners, they start changing their character. But it will be good as parents, we need to say that we are not from the family what they are in. They should learn from us by seeing what we are. Always teach our children to be empathetic to others. If anyone is carrying with the luggages or 2 bags where our kids can go, it should be immediate that the kids are go and open the door for them, or help, giving a helping hand. So it should come out of them in sudden way, so that it shows that this child is taken care in a better place. Now the important point is the non-verbal communication while we are having communication. Teach the child to look at the eyes of the person when asking a question or listening to someone, because nowadays it's very clear that the children is not looking at the eyes, because looking at the eyes is showing a respect, or I'm showing indirectly that I'm listening to you. So this kind of manners is very mandatory when we are talking about social skills. Also, we need to teach them how to greet people according to the culture, what to call grandparents, uncle, aunt, sister. So based on them, so what happens, some of the youngsters those who are coming to our house, they don't want to be called by uncle or by or something, so they tell us to call by name. So some of them were insisting to call by name, whereas some gets offended. The parents of these children get offended because they are calling these kids, that is like a brother or someone is calling by name. So we ask them, what do you prefer to call them? So this way we'll make will make an understanding. Otherwise kids will really won't understand why elders are scolding them by calling out the name. Now the important thing, as adults we also always look into the phone when we are in a public place. Kids are also doing the same thing, so we can teach them not using the screen when you're in public place and start talking to others. And also teach them how to talk graciously when you're seeing even a stranger or a known person, so that the other person also interested in talking to them. These are some of the important points we can teach a preschooler or a school going child, so that these children can be a better person when they grow up. Hope this is an interesting session. Next week we will come up with another important topic. Till that, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.